some great music introduced by Frank Sinatra as he celebrates his birthday.
December 12th.
All or nothing at all.
Whoa.
Half a love
Hi.
never appealed
Here's
to
your old
me.
pal Robert Smith out here.
If your heart never could yield to me,
Now, I believe this is streaming. Oh, look at this.
I'd rather have nothing at all.
I'm wild again, beguiled
Oh, I'm
again,
talking
a
about-
simpering,
Isn't she amazing?
whimpering
What an
child
amazing
again,
singer.
bewitched, bothered and bewildered.
Oh, I gotta find something. I'm gonna give me a
Come
moment.
fly with me, let's fly.
You know, I do this tomorrow. I'll start early.
Just say the words and we'll beat those birds down to
I want to change the
Montego
wording
Bay.
here. Hold on.
It's
There we
perfect
go.
for a flying honeymoon, they
I hate to say it. I like Steve's version and Edie's version. They both did some fly with me.
I'm not the girl who cared about
Love this song. Sinatra did the best job.
girl who cared about fortunes and such.
I know
Never cared
that.
much
Now, I'm gonna draw. Just
about
give me a moment. I gotta change something here. I don't know what. I don't know how to change that mermaid live that keeps floating over. It's worse than that, won't me?
Only
What happened?
you beneath the moon.
Oh, the
and
phone.
under the sun.
Everything just froze on me. Except this
And the
music. hasn't.
torment won't ever be
Come on, guys. What happened?
Till you
Facebook just
let me
froze on me.
spend my life
Just
making
Facebook.
love to you day and night.
All right, exit page.
Night and day.
Ah, crud. Hold on, guys.
Night and day.
Sorry, I move faster than the computer. I was telling Tim this on Friday. Nobody believes that. Get me working on a computer. Watch it. I blow this. I can blow them out. That's why I can't do self-checkout. It's not let me do it. Won't let me change it. I guess because it's coming from elsewhere. All right, never mind. All right, I'm not gonna worry about
I
it.
took a trip on a train.
I thought about you. Hold on, let me get this. I know these songs.
Saturday night is the loneliest night of the week. Guys, that's the night when my sweetie and I used to
I grew up with this song right here. This song.
But on your dancing.
And I went to Basie Boots. All right, what am I drawing? I didn't see anybody write anything. We see this this thing's out. I'm gonna go back into Facebook through my. It's clogging up. I'm trying to change the wording on it, and it won't let me do it. And I think it's because this is streaming to other places. Thank you, anyone else who's joining us in all the other places. Come on, Facebook, help me out. All right, I'll try it here. I'm back on the live. Try this one. All right, so we got that. I don't think anyone wrote anything. Did you? Oh yeah, I loved it. I've got books here. I was showing them last week. I'm just only now logging in some. Pirate Wench. I love the painting. Just action. I'm putting it to my Florida. I believe this covers Florida. There you go. Beguiled again, bewitched, bothered, and bewildered. But this is a Florida book here. It takes it, and I got so much nifty items here. Something I have it shared. I'm gonna see let's see. Do I have? Oh, here it is. Next book, I'm reading a history of Tarpon Springs. Next up, it's something I'm very glad to get. Which is History of Citrus County by Hampton Dunn. Awfully tickled to find this. Very hard book to find. This came out in '76, along with the Tarpon Springs book. There was a big push in the mid-'70s involving doing bicentennial. There's a big push to do history books all over the country. So a lot of histories came out then. What am I doing here? I got the wrong pen, I'll tell you that much. Oh, look at me, I'm balding. I don't even know I'm balding. My friend Tom Hockman will say, now what am I drawing? Oh, here, I brought something. Okay, I got Kinder Eggs. I got some Easter Kinder Eggs. Well, yesterday or last time it prompted the drawing I did last night. Let's see how it prompts this. What the heck is this? You get the German ones in Germany, and they're what the heck is this thing? I don't know what the heck that is. Is it a cat? An alien? I don't know what it is. But the ones in Germany are very clever because they got a whole egg. You got a whole egg to put a toy in. Here you got half an egg. That's our lawyers. Our U.S. lawyers got that going on. I have no idea what that is. It looks like it's kind of I don't know what the heck that is. Some green beastie. Looks like an alien. I think it's an alien. I don't know. Okay. It looks like it can't be. It's got to be. Oh, is it a bug? It's a bee. You put these two pieces. I love it, little children. I bet this doesn't do that. I understand they do sell here in the U.S., but a lot of American children are going to say, I don't want to go to all that trouble. So it's some sort of little bug. Or something. I don't know what it is. That's a weird looking creature. But they're always very clever. I like it. All right, so what am I doing here? Let's see. Let's find out. So a little bug. What if it has a little bug? Oh, why do I always start with that? Maybe I'm not. Maybe I'll do... See, this doesn't have a nose. I just realized. It has a happy face. There's a little teeny happy face. You see it right there. Little teeny happy face. My nails need trimming. Any manicurists in the house? Maybe I won't give him a nose. Look at my happy face. So this is streaming to parts somewhat unknown. Boy, I can't tell you what a fan. It's just, I don't talk about Steve and Edie because and I probably won't hear me talk about much again, but because Steve died. Again, I got to meet Steve and his autograph, which is missing. It's in my stuff somewhere. It looks like I'm not sure what I'm going to do about lives next week. Let me see. Let me talk to Ann. I believe a week from today I'll be in North Carolina. This is just coming together within the last hour. I don't know why he looks like he has a plate with a Schmierskopf. It's a weird looking. I don't know what the heck. I don't know what he's holding. This is part of an Easter because it comes with a little Easter bag. And what another Easter? Well, I opened up another Easter one, and the idea is that it can pick up the Easter bag. But I don't see what this is. What this has to do with Easter? Look like he's got some. I don't know what's going on there. It's weird. But anyway, I'll just go from and I'll go with the alien thing here. Whatever's going on there. Now, okay, so what's a Schmierskopf? You got me. Oh, a headache? Yeah, looks like he does have something there with a headache. So and Brian, about doing pictures for Pasco County, that was something I was kind of breaching. Wow, I was talking to the folks who run the Dade Battlefield Society. They were right there beside me at the book fair. I was not trying to one-up them. I just had no idea I just didn't know anyone who really knew. I mean, if you're that involved in Florida history, you know Tebow's history of Florida. You know it at least exists. Likely you've read it or read a lot of it. Or you had to use it for research. The couple there, and I can't remember their names. He's well known. He does all these reenactments. He's at Dade. They just come back from Okeechobee. He does Loxahatchee. I think his name's David. He's from up north. He's a Yankee from up north somewhere. And I'm not sure where she's from. I forget. But I've talked to both of them. He's kind of hard to get along with. I'm sorry, I feel like I'm adding a cape to him for some reason, but I don't know why. That's something or other. Yeah, I guess it is a honeybee, isn't it? So this is probably a leg coming up here. A leg with a foot. They're very clever. I've seen decades of what Kinder has done, and it's owned by the Ferrero folks. Now. I haven't done a live connected 2-3 weeks now. Anyway, I was surprised. And not only that, but they did. I'm working with Bob Baer, archaeologist, and they'd never heard of Bob Baer. And I was not trying to one upman by I just thought they know Bob, and I'm just getting to know him. I'm very familiar with his work, but I haven't gotten to really know him. If we met, I don't recall. We have very similar feelings about what's going on in the state involving history. That's for sure. Which the couple do not quite share. They believe a PC approach isn't a bad idea. Not me. You don't censor our history, because that way you can't know it, and that's worse, much worse. Anyway, I should have River of Life #2 done tomorrow. I will have it done tomorrow. Just got our friend Melissa's been helping here, and she edited. Gracie Tuning edited, and Gracie. I don't want to bother Grace too much, so Melissa is editing the last part of it. Wow, did she find a couple of real boo-boos? Whoa. But you can work on these little books, even if they're little. This is only 32 pages for heaven's sakes. But my next thing is to get a history book out, because that I realize is something I don't have, and that's what Tim wants me to do anyway. And I'm going to work on, in the next year, that's something to come out of these meetings, I'm going to work on putting together a Florida curriculum for homeschoolers. That's what I'm going to work on. Wow, I see him in some sort of speedy thing here. I have to see about getting with Amber about doing a live while I'm there. Maybe we can get Alex to join us while I'm there. Return of Alex. I'm only going to be there a short time. So what's over on the back of him? I guess those are wings. These are wings, and he's got some weird helmet to justify that thing on top. Anyway, it's an interesting thought. I don't know if I'll do one after this. A year ago, I was doing a ton of St. Patrick's Day, and I'm a big St. Patrick's Day person. And I don't believe in the alcohol part of it, but we're busy celebrating everything but the Irish, which had such a huge impact on the U.S. Unlike a lot of these things that we celebrate, these month-long celebrations, and ignore the things that really, really got this country going. Look at that. I don't know who's here or who ain't here, but thank you for stopping by. I was going to make up some little... Maybe he's got someone else over here. I like to maybe tomorrow I'll try doing some color. I'm going to try to go very light to North Carolina. Oh gosh, look what I did. I could have shown motion by having those antenna go back. Oops. But talking about doing Pasco County paintings, I need to find out more about that and if that's a viable thing to do. Because we're definitely talking about doing something along those lines. May do something a little bit more extensive than what was first thought, though. I kind of get what Tim is thinking and wanting to do. I need to find one thing. I need, if you want to help, Brian, I need to. I have my thoughts as to what significant buildings in Pasco County are, or maybe were. Of course, the courthouse in Dade City. the next thing I want to do is get a history, which is probably going to be the Ross Allen book finally getting done. And aiming to have that done maybe by the end of the month or beginning mid-April is probably more practical. We'll see. I haven't gotten the River of Life done. Almost. It's so close. It's unbelievable. It's fun making up kind of weird machines because you can do anything you want. Do not try to build this at home. That means you. Uh-oh, I'm putting his cape on fire. I just realized that. Oops. Well. Feel free to jump into the comment area. Go right ahead. Don't let me stop you. I know folks rather me drawing happy, cute things. I'll do a cute thing right after this. I'm just responding to the bee that came out of the Kinder thing. Now, I think children should be picking up the Kinder eggs and getting surprised. And it should be complicated that they have to build it. It gives them another sense of accomplishment. Little children need a sense of accomplishment. And if you're watching, what are you reading right now? As I said, I'm reading A History of Tarpon Springs by Staughton. Staughton, which was a name that haunted me last week while I was at the hotel I was staying, the book fair. That name kept popping up. It was weird. Weird tends to follow me around. There you go. All right, that sounds superb. I may have it. Tim and I also further spoke on Friday about rebuilding my Florida library, and I think we're going to do it. It's a lot to do. It is a lot. He said he wants to, and then he can have access to it. I'll be the librarian, but he can, and not just him. If someone wants access, but you have to ask me what you're looking for. I'll see if I have it, and if I do, gee whiz, I want that history to get out there. Be nice if it wasn't just caught in a, here, I'm going to give him wings. Now, I did mention you, Brian, to the couple, and they had kind of an odd reaction. But they had an odd reaction to everything. My interactions with them have always been strange. And this was no exception. This was the most cordial we've ever been. They put me off before. They put me off once when I was at Bushnell, and then they put me off. I think she put me off when she was there last year. And especially when they act like they know so much, and they don't know. I mean, I had the book I carry the book in my car. Now, I've been carrying it since the move to Bo's History of Florida. So I brought it in and showed it to them. They didn't even recognize it. She started looking through it as if she's going to try to find things wrong with it. Not to say there hasn't been research and things since that book came out number of decades ago, but still his information is far more cogent than what you're going to read from a UPF book. And they really should, if they're good, because they were talking about Fort Dade. And Bill Baer, one of the main guys, went over there and was the archaeologist over there, and they didn't know his name. I'm not sure what's going on with them. I don't understand. But they do a great job selling the missiles, the husband-wife team books. They don't tend to sell a lot of them. I was kind of going to bring up how they could do that better, but I don't know what's going on with them. I don't get it. I actually pitched their books at one point, and they looked surprised. I'm not in competition with y'all. I read a couple of missile books where I found errors. That doesn't mean you don't read them. It just means be aware that we all make mistakes. I make mistakes. Wow, the third run, and first of all, I wrote this River of Life, so and I went over the wording, and then it's been gone over by my friend Grace Tuning, and then Melissa's gone over it twice, and still I can't believe all that we missed. And Melissa found it. My goodness, it's just hard. It's hard, and I'm not doing factual. This is about philosophy. It's hard to. Oh. Hitler's Soldiers in the Sunshine State. What's that? What is that you bring up? Wow, one thing nice about the SEP is I can look things up. All the time I've done this, I've not been able to do that. But do Robert D. Bielinger. Oh, is this about the World War II event you're all having at the end of the month? Yeah, it looks like I'm out about all that. Dang it, that's right. I want to promote, where is it here? Oh, also, hey. It's peep time, guys. What the heck was that? Part of a peep just jumped out at me. It's peep time, guys. Make sure you eat your peeps. Every day, have a good, healthy helping of your peeps while you can. Doug Kelly's new book, Sunshine State Mafia. I have not read this yet. I just got it a week ago yesterday from Doug and Kelly, his wife. I look forward to reading it. I want to get to it because this is a favorite subject of mine. I was just reading about the mob in Tarpon Springs. See, that's something. See, if Doug was researching this stuff, he'd get with me, and I know where to look for this stuff because I know where they are in the books, and it would help him do his books. I like to help out with that because I want to get information out there. I tell you what, I think he's going to use Amazon from now on. I say do it. Don't mess around with those people. Okay, let's see if I do this. Oh, sorry, I still have this. You also wrote part of Florida History and Culture. Is this who printed this? Is this UPF? Cause this looks like this is not UPF. This looks like it's a mystery. Yeah, it is UPF. Oh, it came out in 2009. Been out for a while. I don't believe I have this. I have Nick Wynn's 2 books about World War II in Florida. A lot of people have this. Hello. Oh, that's what you're reading. Howdy, Teresa. What are you reading right now? I don't mean cereal boxes. I'm doing a gig, Teresa. I've agreed to do one for a elderly care facility in Bradenton, April 4th. I've been there before, so they know me. They know what I do. They know I don't do what is usually done, so I'm okay doing it. But they have a rotten payment thing. Before it was a fellow who lived there, Dennis Vest. What a great guy Dennis was. He's originally from Iowa, I believe. And he actually just paid me right out of pocket. Now the facility's paying because Dennis is no longer with us. But I gotta wait months for it to come in, and having sent it to my P.O. box, so then there's even more time before I'll get it. Because my P.O., I live nowhere near my P.O. box. How am I gonna do these engines? I think I'm doing Jack Kirby stuff here. This is what you should do with every caricature, Teresa, is put them on some sort of science fiction machine. I hate drawing machines, as you mean. I'm just bad at it, but making them up is sometimes. There's a bunch of little Jack Kirby things there. How about that? And what are you reading, Teresa? And what I'm reading, so I'm reading the Tarpon Springs book, which is in the other room, and I'm reading I'm reading a Florida book. I just finished, I read a week ago, I read Honey Gal, because I saw it at the Antiquarian Book Fair. It's like this. It's, what the hell did I just do with that book? Here, what did I do with it? I was just holding it. I was just holding and showing it. I lost it. This is quick. Like that paperback I was holding. Here's one. Is that the same one? I have to get way over there. So it's like this. Honey Gal. $400. $400 for the paperback. I found where I could download it free, and I read it. And what is by Charles Willeford. It very interesting. It has nothing to do with somebody named. It has little to do, almost nothing to do with somebody named Honey Gal, but it does have to do with racial issues in Florida and the South and in the North. It's very interesting because it came out in '53, so it was before any civil rights things that were started to be put together by Barry Goldwater and all. Very, very interesting because it shows the perspective. It basically includes. Oh, I didn't know this thing was cutting it off. Let's see if I can stay within the frame here. Get this. See if I can pull this back. I promise I'm going to get to leprechauns here today. Tomorrow, leprechauns. I promise. I love the good people, and I don't mean to call them leprechauns. They're the good people. Oh, I said, what did I do here? I was going to look up. I'm looking up what I'm reading. So, but the Honey Gal, very interesting because he Willeford, who's known for his later books, which are better books. His other books, which are called I forget. There's great books about very depressing. Willeford wrote, and there were a number of them were made in the film. You can go to IMDb and look those up. You've probably seen them. And here, I'm going to spot some blacks here because I think it just needs a little too. But anyway, so Honey Gal, I really love how he included. Oh, look, I did something here I didn't do. Yes, I did. I see where I did that. Honey Gal has includes the NAACP, but putting in a light that you don't hear about today, which was what they are, which was they were actually very much against the darker skinned people, and still are, in my view, because they're not interested in trying to get them ahead. They want them to be, they want them to pay their dues. And Willeford writes all that in 53, 54. That's extraordinary. Oh, I didn't draw that right. Let's see, how can I get myself out of this? All right, so I'll just add a level there. Now it looks okay. And he really it's very accurate, very well done in that sense, but it has nothing. It's painted, it's put together as if it's some salacious book, and it's really not. And I read a book that I thought was going to be about Florida, but it turned out it was about Los Angeles. And now I'm reading Motorboat Boys among the Florida Keys, or The Struggle for Leadership. Motorboat Boys was a book that came out. This came out in 1913. It was a series of books for children. And I'm just reading through, see how he writes about. I've read one of them before about Florida, so I'm reading this one about Florida, which is it's funny. They're caught in the Indian River. 5 A.M. Club by Robin Sherman. 6 Habits of Growth. Whoops. You love self-improvement books. Well, I had a huge stack of those. I would be glad to give them to you. I let a lot of those go when I moved because they may be in a box, but I think I left a lot of them. I don't think I did leave them because they're on top of the. Maybe I do have them in a box. I shouldn't have taken those only because there's so much I lost. There's a great example of something I shouldn't have lost. I shouldn't have taken with me because there's so much I should have. Oh well. Anyway. Yeah, I've been picking up self-improvement books. Well, I started listening to those. I did the listening thing back 30-odd years ago. My father was really trying to get me into them. I mean, I was listening to Tony Robbins back when he was more of a youngster. But it really didn't work well with me. I was just talking to my stepdaughter Amber. My thing is, she agrees, but I give very good advice. I take it. I don't take it at all well, and I'll point you to success after success of folks who have followed my advice, but I just can't do it. And that's just how things are. I'm going to give him a weird... Actually, I guess this is kind of a Kirby-ish thing here. I don't know why it's like this. It's just like that. Maybe I'll give him some... this. That's right, because these are all bugs, aren't they? We're going back to forget why what this is. All coming from this bug that came out of the Kinder Egg. What a weird... That's one of the weirder ones. Oh, you went to a Tony Robbins. You walk on a fire on the do the fire walk. I think if I could have a pool of cold water, first of all, I wouldn't find it cold, but if ice cold water, and I could jump in it every day, I'd do it. Because I love cold anyway. That's going to be a plus to going back up to North Carolina for a few days. It's going to be cooler. So I'll go up to North Carolina for help my stepdaughter here at the end of the week. Then I'll probably go back in June, which has been kind of becoming something I'm usually doing. Or this will be the fourth time I've done that. I'm sorry, my family member AJ did not win Tuesday. He did not win the primary. I am going to get see how I'm extending this. So he's driving something. I've extended. I've got this. His steering thing connects to something here. I don't know what it is, but I'm extending it outside of him. That's dangerous territory there. Okay, you got to have something that cuts through the air. That's a funny thing. You see the Star Wars thing where they have these little flat things there. Those couldn't work. You can't. Those can't work. Are you still breaking boards? You know you should start out every gig with a stack of boards and break them at the very beginning. That would be fun. I guess you use your left hand though, right? You use your left hand. Actually, I don't know. Are you left-handed or are you right or left-handed? I don't remember. Are you left-handed? Maybe you are. So I'm going to do a gig on the 4th for just a couple hours. Because of my new financial arrangement here, I've raised my prices. I'm kind of trying to stick to, and you're going to say, what about why? Still, why am I so low? But 100 to 150 an hour. Because I don't have to do them now. I don't have to do. I do. And Brian, since he's in Florida, there's a great place called Deitweiler's. There's a number about 5 of them. There's one in Bradenton, one in Sarasota. They're basically from. Really, it's Palmetto, from Palmetto south to Venice, and they are really a great fruit stand selling locally grown items, and they're really a fan. They're not like. What's that greengrocer, Fresh Market, where it's really, really expensive. They tend to be, some of the stuff's a little expensive. They also have their own bakery in there, and they do a very good job. But one thing they have that I love is they have Frosty Root Beer. Now, of course, I'm going to North Carolina where I'll just load up on the Frosty Root Beer while I'm up there. I'm concerned my car is I'll take all the prayers involving that, by the way, that trip. I'm a bit nervous. Just want to get the Swampy book done. River of Life 2. And then I'm going to go on to Ross Allen, I believe. And I may try to knock out a 4th of July one real quick. Still not clear if I'm going to go to the homeschool convention this year. It'll be the first one I missed of 15, but I might not make it. Maybe he's got a little... See, again, the reason why you want to use capes is, even this wing, is you give a sense of motion that they're going somewhere. That's why you do that. That's why you have capes. It doesn't make any sense why Batman or Superman, there's no reason why Superman has muscles. Why? He doesn't need muscles. He could be a big fat guy. The red sun's what gives him his powers. Gee whiz. And the cape gets caught on things and causes trouble. Yeah, I don't like going that high. I don't like going that high. I'm against it. But because I don't have to do it, and I know folks are angry with me for being so low, as they say. Yeah, I did a thing for a Raymond James office coming back from the book fair. And I was sticking to my guns there about that. Because basically I have part of the deal where I am right now. Teresa, sometime when we have a chance to talk to you outside of here, I get some detail of what's going on. It's just, wow. I really have quite an opportunity to build up here. And the big thing is get that Florida history out. That's my thing. So the next year, I'm going to build up I'll probably as I'm driving for hours, be coming up with how I'm going to build up curriculum. Because I've got this thing where I break the state up into 7 parts. And each one will be a historic element. There'll be an element that'll all be collective of a larger group, because I'll break the state into various issues. And those can be used by homeschools. The problem is, for me, it's not a problem. To me, it's actually real easy to do this, because I know a bunch of this stuff off the top of my head. I think the examination of our governors is fascinating, which is something neat over at the Dade Pioneer Village, is all the brides of the former governors in doll form. I understand why there's not an extensive thing about the history of the governors there, but that would be something neat to add, because they're just really, really interesting, whether you look at Broome or you look at, Sidney Katz is a very, or Doyle Carlton, another one. Or, of course, that rascal Claude Kirk. A rascally rabbit. Hope that looks okay. Is that oh wow, something's popping up on the screen. And so, Teresa, you have a lot of gigs coming up? Yeah, absolutely, Teresa. That was, as I was saying, the folks here with the Dade Battlefield Society, who were right next to us, next to me at the book fair, they're promoting some authors that are great folks, nice folks, but they've got some errors, but it doesn't matter. At least it's out there, and you can't get everything perfect. So I'll say that History of Florida by Tabot, that's pretty close. That's pretty surprisingly good. All right, so hopefully that's a weird, I guess I could put some stars out here. I have no idea who these characters are. But if I go to the homeschool, I got to call Keith Flaw and see if he wants me. I'm probably going to see if I can arrange something. Well, next year, I may not get the entire curriculum done in a year, but I'll probably get some part of it done I could have ready. Okay, so how's that? That look okay? That's very strange, isn't it? Slam dunked in what you mean, that you have a lot or you have little? I'm not sure which. Because you posted about that bridal thing where it was quiet as a mouse, which has been my experience at 2 of those bridal type things, and I never did them again. And I'm not doing them anyway. I'm trying not to do gigs. My intent is not to do gigs. All right, what time is it? Oh, what time is this? Ooh. Does that mean you've got a lot of gigs or a few gigs? A lot. Oh, all right. Well, that's certainly an alteration from a year ago, isn't it? Good for you. All right. Let's see what I'll do here. But drawing the good people Farrington, you're an Irish lady, aren't you? The only I love St. Patrick's Day, but I'll be in North Carolina. That's gonna be weird. And I don't believe in the drinking part of it, but I do believe you celebrate the good people. Yeah, I think tomorrow I'll do some color with the, because I did that the last couple of years. I've done color with the good people. I'll make sure they know I'm on their side. No, I've been into well planned and unwell planned, and it just. Well, also we got this. Florida's full of get rich quick con artists, so you really can't trust a whole bunch happening here. Let's see. I've got the 4th. Oh, I'm going to help out if I can help out some friends in the villages in May. Oh, and I may do something at the end of April too. This is political. This is my political arm, and that's what I'll be doing in North Carolina in June. My political arm. Oh, the other reason I want to do this, I like to do this library, and I was talking to Tim about, is because I'm a dead end. I die, I have nowhere for my Florida history books to go. So right now they're willed to Lighthouse Books in Dade City, but I may will them over to Tim and his crowd, because I need to make sure I know I've got a very impressive library of Florida history. In fact, it may be one of the best, if not the best, in the state because of how much I have. I say 10,000, but that's probably low. One thing I need to get if you go to Swampy's, Florida, each Saturday I'm back posting recipes. But I've got to get to my I have a box of recipe books from all over the state. And that's just fun. Love posting those southern recipes. The one I posted today's about, what the hell was it that today's is really strange. It's peanut butter on carrots, I think it was. Yeah, it's creamed carrots with peanut butter. You take 6 carrots, a cup of white sauce, whatever that is, and a tablespoon of peanut butter, and you mix it. I'm not familiar with that myself, but that was from a Florida recipe book, and it was from it was a state of Florida recipe book from 1950. And you can find that on Swampy's, Florida, and I'll be getting back to doing lives over there too. I probably want to get back. The thing about making all these trips right now, and why I need not to do it, and that includes gigs, is so I can really concentrate on these things. Because that's kind of where my work thing is I need to stay in the work. It's great to move around, but I gotta. That's what's great about this weekend. I can get River of Life done. Finally. Been taking a year and a half to get it done. But hopefully you'll be over to my friend Tiffany here. I just got to redo a couple pages we just went over just before I started actually today, this live. And I'll send those to her by next couple hours. But one thing I noticed at the homeschool, at the book fair was I haven't done any of my history books. None of my history books are available right now. So I got to make that change. I would like to go see my elementary school art teacher while I'm up there, even though I'll probably be back in June. Show her what's going on. Definitely coming soon is going to be one of the more fluffy books, which is about Halloween that I was going to do last year until all hell broke loose. I'll definitely get that out. There's still history in there. It's just not. It's a lot of fun. I'm sorry my St. Patrick's Day book won't be out right away until next year. That's got a bunch of Florida history in it. Yeah, how's that? Oops, I got the swampy page up. Yeah, my intent wasn't really to do any gigs, but suddenly I've got stuff popping up, one sort or the other. In fact, the Raymond James thing, they want me back soon. Even though they paid more than they were thinking they were. So tomorrow I think I'll do color. Do some color, good people. Maybe I'll take the little children around somewhere on St. Patrick's Day. We'll go look for the good people. There's a whole bunch of kind of a slight wooded area back behind where they're living right now. See if we can find something with the good people. We tend to want to always look for the bad stuff, whether it be zombies or evil things, and why not look for some good things? Like the good people. And that's the technical word for what are often called leprechauns, the good people. Oh, Teresa didn't respond whether she was Irish or had an Irish family. Yeah, I'm not into sci-fi at all. You know, that's as far as I'll go. As I've talked about before, I don't read it. I don't want to. I've got Piers Anthony. In fact, I was looking at a signed Piers Anthony book at the book fair, but it wasn't one of the Zanks. And I probably should. He's still with us, but he's he's getting up there. It's over in Spring Hill. Now, I've got a bunch of his books in my library, but I really can't read them. It's too frustrating. I don't understand the interest in science fiction. Just it's fun to draw, you can do anything you want. Very quiet. I guess it is Sundays at this. Oh, Gar the Ghoul is doing a live, but it's a repeat program. I guess he's been ill. I haven't talked to Steve in quite a while now. It's the longest I haven't talked to him in years. That's kind of been helpful. Has been helpful. Maybe I'll add some shading to this. I think that's a good idea. I think I'll also add a bunny. Yeah, I should try to do a live. So let me try to do a live Sunday for North Carolina if I make it there. Car really should be gone over before I make the trip. Hopefully I'll make the trip. Get there okay. I thought I'm only going to be there about a week. But I would like to get over to Brother Kevin's church. He and Betty have been going to. It's the 1800s structure. I love his old historic buildings. I do. Make sure he's watching from. Little background, so he's out there somewhere. There we go. Hello, buddy. Oh, yes, I have Irish, English, Scottish, Indian, German, French. Just call me. Oh yeah, that's why I'm not. As I say, I'm a Florida cracker. I'm born and raised in Florida. All the stuff that connects to me, and I think I've got all you've just written. I know German and French are prominent. And I don't trust those DNA things at all, mostly because, I've done a lot of genealogical things. However, one of my family members, Angie, she found some relatives in Pensacola, and they definitely are her family. And she found it through Ancestry, I believe. In fact, she's been staying over there in Pensacola by them. But yeah, she went to their house, and they had pictures of her mother. So they're definitely but I still don't trust it. I'm not saying it doesn't work at all, but I don't trust it. This is Temu stuff. It comes in a. I was using a lot of jet pens. Their prices soared after the virus hysteria, and our inflation went skyrocketing, and so things got real expensive there. And I was getting a couple things from Temu anyway, and I saw some markers, and I got these. These are called STA signed pen brush. What the hell? I don't know how you come up with that signed pen brush. But it's a pack of 4. And there's a real thin one, and there's this really, really thick one right here, and I don't have the third one. But I like them, and then there's a set. Oh, here, is that it? One thing I don't like is they're not really marked. Well, they are marked, but they're marked in this little, I don't know what the hell that means. But okay, I think it's not the same. Or am I messed up the tops? I don't know which one. Now, I can't read, but the other ones I use are these, and I like these a lot. The thing is, they're waterproof, and there are 3 of them. There's a 6, a 7, and an 8. I've used them many times here. I'll use these for the watercolors I'll do tomorrow. I love these pens. These are really great. And basically what this is all right, I admit, by buying things from Temu, you're basically financing child labor. I concur. I'm not, but this is getting rid of the middleman. You get this 3-pack. This name is. Oh, it's the same one. All right. No. That's STA. This is SIPA. SIPA Temu. I got my SIPA pens. I get them from Temu. Different people sell them. The only thing, unlike Amazon, which could get you stuff in a day, these could take weeks. I've been looking for. I was in North Carolina. For years now, I've been looking for a decent way to keep a calendar. And my friend Deanna Ortner said to get a Panda calendar, which is, I don't know where the hell it is now. Where the hell's the Panda? Where'd it go? Here's the Panda. Actually, here's 2 things. Right now, not in my car. Here's the Tabot book, History of Florida. Well marked, I got it marked all over the place. I had multiple copies. Tim's talking, we're talking, Andrew and Tim were talking about scanning in the book because it's no longer available. You can't buy it anywhere. There's no Kindle version. You may find some on ABE books, but they're very expensive. Anyway, this is a Panda, and she recommended getting a Panda. It's just not working. I don't need all this. I thought I might. I don't need it. I just need that page. So I've gotten a calendar. I looked at all kinds of calendars on Amazon and other places. I found a calendar I liked I saw on Temu, so I'm waiting for that calendar, and let's see if this works. Also, it has a to-do list that is removable. So as you do it, you can move it from one page to another. I think that may work. I may be wrong. So so Temu. I admit I get things from Temu. I admit it. My name is Robert, and I buy things from Temu. I think I first found out about them from Champions for Champions when I was teaching classes there. One of them told me about Temu. Or we were talking about online things. No, I was going to use gray, and I got away from it. So look on Temu and look for brush pens. Now, these are not waterproof. The white are not waterproof. These are waterproof. Let me take that back. Actually, you can water these. They're not. I don't have any of my brush pens. They're all. I've got. Something brilliant I bought last week. The day before. I'm sorry, it was 2 weeks ago. Day before Pioneer Days. It's a big case. I got it at Sam's Club because I happened to walk in. I was getting some muffins to share with my friends helping me, and a guy was wheeling out this big black case thing. It's a work box, and they reduced it to $45. And I saw him pulling it along. I thought, wow, that looks. I wonder where he found that. So I found it on the way to the muffins, and it was reduced. And I looked at it. I said, you know what? I think this will work. And I tell you, it may be the best buy I've made in the last 10 years. I've only had it 2 weeks, but I've been using it, carding things. The important thing is it has a case inside that has 2 cases inside, and those 2 cases I'm using for supplies of art. So one has brushes in it, and the other has pens in it. Both those cases go into the larger case that then goes into the bigger case. But you don't have to put it in the bigger case. You can put it on top of the case, and it actually has clips. So it holds to the big case. Inside the big case, you can have your lights and so much. If you can, I carry a big easel, so the easel won't fit. But if you have a collapsible easel, that would fit in there. So everything, and I keep all my Swampy stuff, my little Swampy doll. Now Melissa's added a Trilby doll and a raccoon, which actually is named Vernon. And so all that's in there, along with a whole bunch of books. I put all my Swampy books. It's such a big case, but it's heavy duty. It's powerful, and it's called a. What the heck is it called? Black out right out here. I may get disconnected. I also can't see because it's dark. Oh, I didn't turn the lights on. No switches. Ooh. It's called a Skill box. S-K-I-L. Skill. That's upside down. Skill. And it's heavy duty. It claps on the bottom. That little red thing also connects. It's powerful. It is powerful. I've had a lot of boxes. I still have boxes. But I like this because it'll put up. Oh, I also have paper in there too. In the one with the pens. So that works too. I should stick that in there. Make sure I carry that with me. So it has these littler boxes. Actually, here I got a package that shows the brown pens I get from Temu. I need this strong stuff because if it's with me, it goes through a lot. All right, so here's the white. Here's the Skill, the Sta signed brush pens. They actually came in a different package. This just changed, I guess, beginning of the year or so. So it comes with 4 pens. Now, probably for caricature, you'd have to have those last 2, or the big. Because but it works nice. I don't know. I may try. I haven't used. I don't think I've used them for a caricature gig. I've only discovered them in the last 6 months or so. I don't know if I used. I did use them. And then this is 3. There should be 3 in here. I took 1 out, but that's how simple this is. The brush pens are. These are the watercolor ones. I also got some watercolor brushes. I have too many watercolor brushes. I admit that. I admit that fully. And this is out of water. That stinks. But one thing I love about these brushes is, come on, one of these has water in it. Here we go. Get this all the rally bag to make me go nuts. All right. One thing good about these water brushes are, by the way, they screw in as Europeans, the opposite way we know, is that you can always just replace it with this. Yeah, that's the one I wanted. What did I just do there? That's the one I wanted to use. Okay. Let's see. So I just used that. Let's see if we can get this. Come on. Okay, there we go. So I believe you'll find. Yeah, they're not terrible about bleeding, but they bleed just enough so you can get some little kind of a gray. I can't see well. That's my problem. This paper isn't right for water. I get marker, yes, but not. There we go.
Oh.
Yeah, it really does. It holds up pretty well, actually, with the line. Yeah, I'd rather use this, though, because it goes so much faster. I just have so little patience. I just want to get done. So I can use this and really go boom. Because it'll also spread the black. It's a lot faster. Boom. I'll do some color. I'll have the watercolor set up for tomorrow. And by tomorrow at this time, I should also have River of Life completely done and to the printer. And I guess a few political cartoons get done by, I'm going to really make it Tuesday. I might start doing some lives over my political page. One of the reasons I'm doing these lives also so I can do little recordings of them and post them, which I've been doing on YouTube, where this is live right now over on YouTube. I don't know if anyone's over there or not. And it's also live on LinkedIn. So hello to anyone over there too. There we go. There's I'm going way late, 8:10. I gotta be out here within 5, or I can't get that video I just mentioned. Facebook gives a little limit to that download. Of course, I don't know. Maybe LinkedIn has a different set. I should check that. Oh no, it's not LinkedIn. It's the software I use to be able to do the sped up version. That's what gives me the limitation. All right, so there's that. As I look at, let me check the. Sometimes the best way for me to see how these drawings are going is to check the screen and see what it looks like. It looks like it's okay. Just come in here and just do a little stronger in here. And as I've said, if you participate in the comments and you'd like one of these drawings, just say, I'd like a drawing, and I'll give it to you. One thing I've not started to arrange with Tim, and I need to do that, is mailing. I do need help getting things in the mail. And I have a number of things that need to go in the mail now. I've been around a while, and that's one thing that's help I could really use, because I just don't have a head for it. So, all right, tomorrow live watercolor on top of this. I'm going to add a little bit more up here. I think anyone who's been watching or watches in replay, as is called, now I need to put the top back on this pen. Signed. So, what is today's the 12th? Today's the 12th. No, it's the time. 3/9. All right, well, thank you all very much for being here, being a part of things. Live back again tomorrow at 7. Hope to see you all then. Thank you for all the different platforms that are tuning in. I'll see you later. Rob Smith here. And I got to remember how to turn this off, because it ain't. See, there we go. I have to tap it and then hit the stop. Good night, all.